Pull up a chair and feast on this. Tasty gumbo, grillades grits with a Texas twist.
Because I'm Cajun, and I'm always looking for a good gumbo.
The secret here? A New Orleans mama who hangs out in Montrose. And one San Antonio's family passion for pancakes creates a national sensation.
This is well over a 120-year-old Swedish recipe that I got from a guy in Minnesota 35 years ago.
See where folks are flipping over their flapjacks. Plus, Brat's Bacon and Brews on Austin's popular Rainey Street. Everyone's welcome, and I do mean everyone. Good Taste starts now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tanji Patton. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. We're taking you to a tiny little Cajun spot where the crawfish are boiling, the grillades grits are served up 24 hours a day. A little taste of New Orleans right here in the Bayou City. Cajun roots run deep at this tiny little Montrose cafe, simply known as Bebes. Every day, 24 hours a day, the burners are blasting here.
It cranks all night at this location.
Owner Brooks Bossler grew up on Cajun food. Many of his family members still live in Louisiana. When he hatched the idea to open a Cajun cafe in Houston about 10 years ago, he had some big-time help. A secret weapon, if you will. Maw Maw. His 83-year-old grandmother, whose younger days as a star basketball player in Louisiana earned her the nickname Wampus Cat. I'm told she plays to win. Were you a tough instructor?
Well, it's amazing how quick they caught on.
I grew up on good Cajun food. My mom was born and raised in Morgan City, Louisiana. My grandma has been there as well, and I have family spread out through South Louisiana. I've been in the restaurant business my entire life, and when I made the decision to go off my own, Cajun food was the obvious choice.
And you called on Mama.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be able to do it without her.
And she did not disappoint, right?
Cajun. you got to put a little pepper in it.
Mama says her biggest challenge was putting her valuable recipes down on paper. How do you put greatness on paper, right?
Well, right.
Mama came through all right with homemade recipes for Cajun classics like grillades grits. A dish, if done right, takes all day to prepare. It starts with a good roux, the one ingredient most of us don't get right.
It was the funniest thing the first time I ever made a roux. It was so thick you could have cut it with a knife instead of eating it with a spoon.
Those days are long gone. Mama's roux is a luscious dark brown, and it's velvety smooth. And if you've never heard of grillades grits,
It's basically beef tips cooked down in a Cajun roux gravy until it's falling apart tender, and we do our homemade cheese grits on top of it. One of our signature dishes.
that is amazing. And you know what? It's that roux.
It is. It's all about the roux.
Oh, Mama.
It's all about the roux.
You got that one. Mama's roux is also the backbone of Bebes' popular gumbo.
I'm Cajun, and I'm always looking for a good gumbo. I know what the consistency is supposed to be. I know what the seasoning is supposed to be like, and I thought, well, let's try this. And it was a thumbs up, first time.
Lovers of all things Cajun also know a good debris sandwich when they see one. Ever had the one at Mother's in New Orleans? Bebes offers a giant one too.
It's a really messy kind of fork and knife kind of type sandwich. Stick to your bones deal, and it's
good.
amazing. It's my favorite sandwich.
And that tasty debris also makes for a killer mac and cheese. Chalmed macaroni that also gets a little kick from a hint of jalapeno.
This right here is our best seller. It's a classic fried shrimp po' boy. We bring our bread in from New Orleans.
Really?
From Leidenheimer Bakery, which is the oldest bakery in the French Bebes baker in the U.S.
Wow. Of course, there's crawfish, and lots of them.
We do ours pretty uniquely. We have our own dry spice, and then we do a nice wet kind of paste seasoning on there as well.
Been coming like once a week, especially on the days with a gumbo, especially Mondays, but today I snuck in on a Tuesday.
It's perfect.
A big thanks to Mama. Bebes does do Cajun right. Coming up next, one bang up of a brunch in Austin. You'll devour every last bite of the food here. But first, a recipe I've waited 15 years to get.
Wait's over, girlfriend. I'm going to show you how to make it.
This is better than any apple pie you've ever tasted. And we're sharing the recipe with you. Good Taste, we'll be right back. Good things come from Cisco. Standing room only, as usual, at this pancake paradise. The lines form early for these golden buttermilk hotcakes, a family recipe that's 100 years old. Folks also flip for this: Bananas Foster French toast drenched in rum praline sauce. And hot off the iron, homemade waffles topped with fresh strawberries. Loyals, and lots of them, also come for these inspired omelets and delicious, fresh off the farm eggs Benedict, all served with piping hot house brewed coffee.
I come here for the coffee. I love the coffee.
Breakfast is served at the oh so popular Magnolia Pancake Haus in San Antonio.
I drive 30 miles just to come here.
For breakfast?
Yes, it's that good.
Not a place you're ever going to find many vacant seats. With the owner, Rob, and this is a weekday morning about 10:45.
Yep.
And you're on a wait.
You betcha we are.
Not unusual.
Nope, not at all. Typical for us.
And it's because the food's amazing. I should mention too, you know, the Spurs big practice facilities not far from here.
It's down the street.
And you see a lot of those guys
Some
here.
of the guys will come and have breakfast before they go to practice in the morning, you bet.
A breakfast of champions for sure, and a recipe for success. Owner Rob Fleming found a way to turn his passion for pancakes into a family business.
It started with my wife, myself, and our then 12-year-old daughter. There we go, runner for Kristen, please. I always knew that breakfast was the thing I wanted to do. I love breakfast. I love to go eat breakfast. And I knew that I wanted to do that. What's up, Chrissy? How much? How you doing? Okay, brother, man. And the hours are really good.
Customers, some 20,000 a month, come from far and wide to start their day with a meal at Magnolia. You drove from Dallas and knew you had to come here for breakfast, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's one of the standout places in San Antonio, and you say literally people from all over the world come here.
Oh gosh, we get so many people comment and post TripAdvisor and Facebook and Yelp and all the sites, and we see a lot of folks that come. We have a great following out of Mexico.
One reason, just about everything here is homemade.
This is well over a 120-year-old Swedish recipe that I got from a guy in Minnesota 35 years ago.
Well, now
And this one I won't tell anybody, and I don't share.
I understand that, but I know there are national publications all over the country that have said your pancakes really are the best they've ever had. What is the secret for just us at home not doing a fancy one, but doing a good pancake?
You know, it's really about the fresh ingredients. Unbleached, untreated flour, fresh eggs, fresh buttermilk, real butter. That's what the basis of these pancakes are.
And it's all done from scratch, all done every day right here.
Throughout the course of the day, we'll make pancake batter.
He may not want to dish about the pancakes, but I did get him to share the secret to one of my absolute favorites at this restaurant, a family recipe from his wife's Oma. I have been waiting 15 years, Rob, for this recipe, and now the day has arrived.
Wait's over, girlfriend. I'm going to show you how to make it.
I love it. The Pfanne Cookin, right?
Pfanne Cookin, that's right. It's German. It's Pfanne Pan Cookin cake.
The recipe starts on the stovetop with butter, apples, and brown sugar. And this is a one-pan wonder dish.
This is it. One pan in the oven.
Gotta love that.
Easy.
2 and 3. Then you whisk up a simple batter, drizzle it in the pan, and pop it in the oven. Don't worry, I'm going to take you step by step through the recipe so you can do it at home in just a minute. And voila! Magnolia Pancake Haus caramel apple masterpiece is born. It's gonna be good.
You know, this really is. This is one of the best, and I call it a pastry. This is one of the best things I think I've ever had.
Magnolia's menu has something for everyone, even lunch.
So this is our Bodega Bay omelet. It's one of our signature omelets. It was inspired by a trip to California, the gorgeous part of California. It has fresh arugula, applewood smoked bacon. We crack all our own eggs every day. No bag, no box.
And what goes with eggs better than sausage and bacon?
This is applewood smoked, apple cider cure. You gotta have some of that bacon. You know, they say it's better with butter, but I think it's best with bacon.
Oh, man. That's good.
Breakfast hash here, made with Magnolia's house-cured corned beef, is good any time of day.
We like to think that the Magnolia is a productivity enhancer because you can come and have breakfast and you can go all the way to dinner without feeling hungry.
It works for me.
Works for me too.
And obviously for thousands and thousands of others.
You betcha.
Okay, we're going to learn how to make that incredible Magnolia Cookin from Magnolia's. It is delicious and it's worth every minute you wait in line to try it. We're going to show you two different versions. I'm with my expert with HEB Cooking Connection, Chef Blenda. We're doing the fully loaded with all the good yummy sugar and cream and eggs, and then a gluten-free version, right?
Yes, that's right. You can also use coconut flour to make this.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Okay, let's get to it.
All right. All right, ready to go. Hot skillet, organic apples and your organic spices in here. While this softens up, you go ahead and mix your batter together. This will soften in about 3 minutes. You're gonna go ahead and take your eggs and whisk them together. While you're doing that, pour in your organic half and half and organic vanilla extract. You wanna get a good beat on this, okay? So you get all of the white and the yolk incorporated. And then also you're going to add in your organic flour, organic sugar, and a little bit of salt. You don't have to get all the lumps out of this. And if you want to make this gluten-free, you can use the HEB Organics coconut flour instead of the unbleached all-purpose flour. This is a great texture. You can leave a little bit of lumps in there. Now that the apples are softened, add in your butter and your organic brown sugar. This makes the sauce for the Magnolia Cookin. Real nice sizzle on this. Just a couple of minutes to get it to come together. After it all comes together, we're gonna go ahead and add in the batter. Isn't that great looking? Okay, next you're gonna go ahead and almost finish this up. You're gonna pour in the batter and swirl it in the pan just to incorporate it in together. You don't want to complete all mixed together. Ideally, it's best if the apples go to the bottom of the pan. This will cook for a couple of minutes to get bubbles around the edge of the pan, then we'll finish it off in the oven. Out of the oven, we're gonna go ahead and put this on the plate.
Pop it
Oh,
over.
awesome, I can't wait for this.
Beautiful. Okay, Magnolia Pancakes, Magnolia Cookin. It's delicious. Thank you. More good stuff coming up next. Up next, my wine finds of the week. Bargain wines that deliver big on taste. And a backyard brunch in Austin that does a bang-up job on food and fun.
We've got the largest draft beer selection in the city of Austin.
Everybody in your family is welcome here. It's a seat you don't want to pass up. Good Taste will be right back. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by HEB.
Pablo, can I get fried chicken, please?
It's one of those hangouts Austin is known for, with a great outdoor patio, live music, and plenty to drink.
We love it. So mimosas are fantastic.
But this spot does a really bang-up job on the food. Banger's Sausage House and Beer Garden specializes in what its name says, homemade bangers and house-cut bacon, and perhaps the biggest mimosas on the planet. Here, they call them man-mosas.
You come here, this
place is packed, live music, a dog park, but this is not an unusual Sunday, right? This is brunch at Bangers.
This is pretty much it. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of what we try to do here is sort of transcend a meal into an experience.
Yeah, I love the experience here because it's a real family atmosphere. I mean, you're going to see kids, adults, you name it, and of course they brought their pets, which is awesome. And awesome is how loyals describe Bangers. Sure, they may come during the week, but Sunday brunch here is something special.
How often you guys come here?
A couple times a month, usually on a Sunday for brunch.
They've got good, you know, sausage and bacon. It's a good breakfast. So.
Bangers is the brainchild of Ben Siegel, and this is his first restaurant. Ben's a new dad who, after graduating from UT, headed off to a real estate job in California and thought, what if?
I spent a lot of time going out to 6th Street and enjoying the nightlife in Austin. And there was a sausage cart that's still there called the Best Worst on 6th Street. And late at night I'd often visit it, and it blew me away how long the lines were there. And I just started thinking about the fact that there was really no brick and mortar place that was doing that. This idea just persisted and persisted and persisted until I finally decided just to go for it.
Well, you're like one of the many millions who go to UT and say, hey, I like this place, I'm staying here.
That's exactly right.
Pretty clear, Ben's hunch paid off. And now Bangers cranks out 2,000 pounds of house-made sausage in 30 different varieties every week. All in this tiny corner of a very crowded kitchen. Every kind of flavor combination you can imagine, right?
From the traditional to the bratwurst, and then we have a fried chicken sausage. So we take a lot of artistic license.
So what is a fried chicken sausage?
So it's a lot like a normal sausage, but rather than putting it into a natural casing, we actually wrap it in chicken skin, and we bread it and we fry it, and that's a fried chicken sausage.
Well, like everything in Texas, frying is often better,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And to kick it up a notch or two, they serve that chicken fried wonder on a waffle. Okay, Ben, so by the looks of this small kitchen, it's kind of controlled chaos, right?
It's exactly what it is. It's real busy. We got a waffle making station over here. This is our executive chef doing some prep work over there.
Smell those poblanos. Oh, wow. It's not all about the sausage here. Bangers offers vegetarian plates and some incredibly colorful salads. But if it's meat you're craving, Bangers covers all the bases. The bacon steaks are jaw-dropping. 2 quarter-pound slabs of bacon cooked to perfection. That is amazing. That's bacon. The kitchen may be small, but the flavors this crew is sending out of here are anything but.
It's pretty good. The steak is it's seasoned with garlic and stuff. It's very good.
Yeah, and he's too busy eating
to
talk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's serious eating, but it's also serious fun here.
We've got the largest draft beer selection in the city of Austin and the 3rd largest in the state of Texas, and the atmosphere is really difficult to beat.
Oh, it's the best. Like I say, there are a lot of smiles on the faces here.
Yeah.
It's easy to see why.
Yeah.
Not in the mood for a beer? Well, how about that monster Manmosa? An entire bottle of champagne topped off with orange juice. It's one of the top-selling items on the menu. You drink the entire thing?
I'm almost there. We're almost there. 2 more sips. Yeah.
Was everything good?
Everything is
You guys dug the band and all that?
You guys doing a good job here.
Awesome. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
When you're here, you really are family. So bring the kids, bring your dogs, and oh yeah, bring your appetite. Time for my wine finds of the week, and I've got plenty of great wines for hot weather, something we know all too well here in Texas. At first, I'm going to start with one of my favorite summer varietals, a Sauvignon Blanc. I love this varietal. It's dry, it's crisp. This is called Unwind. It's from Dry Creek Valley. Sauvignon Blancs are beautifully paired with chicken, sushi, even salads. This one you're going to get some lemon zest, some grapefruit, some apple, a little bit more rounded than a New Zealand style Sauv Blanc. This is Dry Creek Valley Unwind. Okay, Chardonnay fans, I would never leave you out, and this is a fun one. Bogle Essential Chardonnay. This is not heavily oaked, although it sees just a little bit on this wine. I think the fruit just really shines through. You get flavors of apple and pear. And this too will pair great with lighter foods, chicken, fish. It's even good just a little porch wine during the summer. Okay. Think outside the box. We're going to talk Vino Verdes now. If you've never had a Vino Verde, you're in for a treat. Vino Verdes are from Portugal and they are fun hot weather wines. This one is called the Spritzer. It's only about $7 a bottle. So yes, this is one you want to stock your refrigerator with. It's a great poolside wine, bright, crisp, refreshing. And Vino Verdes have a little bit of effervescence. They're really a fun wine. You can't beat it, and only 10% alcohol, so it's a very low alcohol wine as well. So these are my fun wine finds of the week, and as always, I found them at H-E-B. When we come back, find out how you could be spending a weekend at the beautiful Houstonian with a little spa love thrown in. Want to get away? Your chance could be a click away. Head to Goodtaste TV right now and sign up for a chance to win a luxurious weekend at the Houstonian, complete with spa treatments for you and a guest at the beautiful award-winning Trellis Spa. A reminder to set your DVRs right now for next week's show. And if you missed any of this week's, you can catch it online at goodtaste.tv. That's all our time. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Cheers to good taste.